The movie that I voted third was a movie called The Stand, and I'm going to tell you about that one. It starts off and tells you that the setting is in Kenya, and it points out that in Kenya today, that Islamic fundamentalist terrorists are slaughtering Christians. And it starts off, there's a bus. I mean, one of those, what I call romancing the stone buses. Remember with Michael Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. You know that old beat to hell third world bus?
Absolutely.
And you see this third world looking bus going down this dirt road. And it stops. And the people get off to rest. And you see a number of Muslim men on prayer rugs praying. And they stand up, and there's a little chit-chat, and they get back on the bus. And before the bus can leave again, Islamic fundamentalist anti-Christian terrorists show up and keep the bus from leaving again. One of the Muslim men, who you can tell is the leader, the alpha dog, if you will, of these guys on the bus.
Right.
There's a number of women on the bus. There's a woman and her son. And when he sees the Muslim terrorists coming, he reaches over and grabs a chain, a necklace she's wearing, rips it off her neck, and throws it under the seat. And as he throws it under the seat, you can see he has ripped from her neck a small cross. So you know she's a Christian.
Sure.
I.e., he has torn this from her neck to try to save her life. Because he knows these guys coming, if they see that cross,
she's dead. They
will kill you and your son.
Whew.
So the Muslim guys, the bad guys, show up with their guns. They execute the bus driver. They murder the bus driver. And they take all the people off the bus, and they make them kneel with their hands behind their head. And a couple of the Muslim guys with the guns, they get on the bus, and a couple others are holding the people at gunpoint outside the bus. And as the two Muslim guys, the terrorists inside the bus, are going through the belongings, the cases, the overnight bags, the luggage, one of the terrorists sees the little gold cross on the floor of the bus. And he picks it up. And they come outside, and the guy says, "Who does this cross belong to?" And nobody says anything. Who does this cross belong to? And the Muslim man who was on the bus, who had torn the cross from her neck to save her.
He does not.
He stands up and says, "The cross is mine."
Ooh. Wow.
And they put the gun to his head. And as they put the gun to his head, the woman stands up, the Christian woman stands up and says, "The cross belongs to me." And now the terrorists look confused, literally moving the guns back and forth from forehead to forehead.
Oh, my.
When that happens, one of the other passengers, one of the men on the bus, way down at the other end of the line, stands up and says, "The cross belongs to me."
Oh, my goodness. They all do this, don't they?
And one by one,
oh, my goodness,
the people on the bus, each and every one, stand up and say, "The cross belongs to me."
Wow.
And the terrorists with the guns are looking at them. Who do we point the guns at?
Who do we kill?
Who do we point the guns at? And the first Muslim man who tore the cross from her neck, the first Muslim man who stood up and said, "The cross belongs to me," he looks at the terrorists and says, "Are you going to kill us all?" And the leader of the terrorists, he shakes his gun and says, "We'll be back." And they go away. They leave. And all the people on the bus look at each other. And they start hugging. And
oh, my gosh.
And the last scene of the movie is the Muslim man, the original Muslim man, reaches down and gets the cross out of the dirt and hands it to the woman.
Whoo, that's strong. That's strong.
It was freaking awesome.
Man.
It was awesome.
You got to cry when you see that one.